Hello, my dear friends. Namaste. Good morning and good evening, and a warm welcome to one and all of you. It gives me an immense pleasure that we are all once again connected through these video sessions. You can call it a motivational series, you can call it a educational session or informative session or anything that you would like. The ultimate objective of these sessions is just one thing, that we want to build overcomers. We want to ensure that the current human society, every human being, regardless of the age groups, understand one thing, that in this life that we are living, there are going to be struggles, there are going to be hardships, there are going to be difficulties, and there are going to be situations which can even break our hearts and mind. It could be a political situation, it could be an economical reformation or a revolution that happens and impacts our daily income or families. There are various types of problems, unanticipated problems, unprecedented events, natural catastrophes. But regardless of any of these things, you and I should have a firm and a confident mindset that we got to overcome. Not that you should wait every day opening up the doors and expecting, what is going to be my struggle today? But when the struggle knocks your door, you should never be surprised either. You should never be dismayed. You should never be discouraged, disheartened, and get into depressions and stuff like that. And that's the ultimate reason why we keep picking topics. All right. A warm welcome again at another day, at another opportunity where we are able to review something fruitful. And today's session is about a very, very important topic which is most ignored by the current generation, right? Probably you're a 70-year-old elder or you are a 45-year-old mid-aged man. I'm telling you, the third generation or the fourth generation is definitely ignoring. What is the third generation? It is roughly between 20 to 30 years. If you're a 70-year-old elder, you would see all these three ages in your own family. But the fourth generation, that is kids between 5 years all the way to 11 years or 15 years, are the ones who should pay attention. But I don't know if they're listening to this. But as elders, you have a job to do. What is the title? Why are you keeping us in suspense? Correct. The title is Manners Really Matters. It came very rhyming, of course. Yeah. Manners really matters. Mannerism, by definition, tells that our approach, our behavior, and our approach to the need, our reaction and behavior to the need. And how are we handling it these days? And what are all the attributes that are associated to this mannerism and manners? Is something that we are going to review very briefly. But I'm going to be taking lots of practical examples which I have observed in this society that we live today, especially in the, for example, the younger generation, roughly between 5 years all the way to 18 years or 20 years. They go through various stages in their lives, but all of them have one common behavior, or all of them have one similarity, right, in common. And what is that? They are so very casual, they are so very disrespectful, and they do not know. Yeah, because they're children, they just do not know. They're so very casual, in the sense they're very careless, they don't care. Yeah, I've seen a lot of kids riding bicycles. Parents really want them to get used to the external environment. They get them bicycles, and sometimes they go alone, sometimes they go as a gang and all that. But they are so very careless, and they create such a danger to other bikers and to other four wheelers and stuff like that. And they are really scared. The moment you don't even have to hit a child, you touch a child, the whole society will gather up and start beating up that fellow. That's India. Yeah, we are very emotional when it comes to children, comes to ladies, and all that. We are very emotional, and that's how we should be. We must protect our community, especially those that are on the weaker side. I'm not saying women are weaker, but that's how The culture is all about, right? But women are very stronger, not about the external appearance or their mindset or whatever, right? It is observed that they are, you know needing support. A woman can't walk alone in the night around 9 p.m., 10 p.m. She needs somebody, some elder or some her husband or brother to accompany her. In that sense, I told, they need security. Children, of course, you can't send them alone. Why that rule is applicable only in the night or only in the areas where there is need of security, and why not always? Yes, the answer is very right. We can't accompany them always, right? But you need to teach them something, right? You need to teach them the dangers that could be instilled in their lives. I've seen a recent incident where there are a bunch of guys in the sense, teenagers and even younger children. They were playing in the middle of the street, and the shuttle came and hit. I mean, they were playing shuttle without even looking at anyone. Right? There were two elders walking, and it hit one elder's eye. And I was there. I was witnessing that event, and I have to give an L at these fellows. I said, if it was your own mother, would you do this way? And they were not ready to apologize. And I didn't go for a fight because it's not my child and I have my limits. But I did leave behind a thought. If it was your mother, if it was your father, is this the way how you would look at and say that, well, it was an accident? The fellow was almost like 16 years old and he's taller than me and well built and all that. And you could beat 10 people like me. I'm not here to quarrel, but I told them, yeah, you need to learn respect. You need to be careful, number one. This is not a playground. The street is meant for pedestrians to walk and people to ride the vehicles safely. And you are creating danger playing in the middle of the street and stuff like that. Now I told you, right? I'll pick a lot of practical examples. Some of them may be irrelevant, but it's okay. But then consider whatever it is. And at school, right? What is the habit they pick? Who are their friends? What do they do in secret? Yeah, I'm not saying you need to secretly check their bags, but nothing wrong if you have to do. If you have something suspicious, when your child is not around, just check his room. Do a secret investigation. Why? It's to ensure that he is not careless or she is not careless. Let's talk about the careless attitude first. All right. Why? Because for manners, for mannerism, being very careful is important. Being respectful is very important. And respectful category is something that which will also touch upon other categories like being polite, yeah, being very sincere, being very loyal, being very honest. It all begins with respect. A person with zero respect will not have any of these. So we will get there a little later. Now let's finish on this. What is that? Being very careful. Why? Because they are exposed to the environment. One bad apple, one rotten apple can spoil the entire bunch of good apples in a basket. School authorities cannot do this job monitoring every kid. Hey, what is in your bag and all that? Impossible. Impossible. But they have a job to do. They are doing it. I think all school authorities are taking this responsibility these days and they are doing a fantastic job. I should appreciate. But as parents, at least you could monitor your own child. Correct? At least I could monitor my own child. We have a responsibility. Why? Because for their age, they are very careless. Yeah, you take 10 children, 8 of them are very careless, and the rest 2 kids also will get spoiled. But you need to keep telling them. Yeah, uh, I can go on and on with various examples, but the carelessness is related to the habits, what they watch, what they discuss in secret, gadgets, telephones. There is a new disease that has come, or a condition that has developed in human bodies. They gave some name like neurological problem. There is some problem. What is it problem? It's about brain. It always on gadgets. It's impacting their brains. And you see some teenagers, especially girl children, when they go to school or colleges. Yeah, it's very nice they carry a cell phone. You can monitor them where they are, any emergencies they are able to tell us what is happening and you're able to react and all that. Cell phone is very good. It's a good communicator. During our days we didn't have anything like that, but we got used to it. But cell phone is a good communicator, nice. But what do they do with the cell phone? You can't get them a button phone. Why? Because button phone almost, it's the cell phone technology itself has disabled the button phone. You can't do anything with that. You need basic apps like WhatsApp and stuff like that to communicate. All right. Now the point is, what do they do with that gadget? You need to teach them the repercussions. You need to teach them how it could impact their minds. One of the child here in Bangalore, right near Alsur Lake, they found some app. I forgot the name of the app, where they ask you to do something. You try this, you do this practically, and you do that, you will get this reward and all that. And the kid was ready to jump inside the Alsur Lake or something like that. Another kid died jumping from sixth floor and all that, all because of gadgets. And secretly, that kid has stolen the credit card from her father, and then he or she, I don't remember, given the credit card number, because they need you need to pay. And the kid has paid, and you see the parents have not noticed. Yeah, whenever you do a credit card transaction, you get a transactional update in the SMS. What else you've got in your life to do other than this? Monitoring your own kid. And thank God that ultimately they found out something is wrong and the kid is missing. I see a transaction, this and that. Last minute they rushed to the spot. They were able to save the kid. Almost drowned. Came in the paper long ago. I think few years ago, maybe 3-4 years ago, before COVID. All right. So what was the root cause? Being very careless. You failed to monitor your child. And can you blame the child? Can you blame the gadget? No. Turn the forefinger and blame yourself. And that's why I'm telling you, it's like a parenthood, important aspect of parenthood. Being respectful. I've seen many children, they don't respect elders, they don't say good morning, they don't say anything. I've seen one of the elders standing, and the young fellow sitting in the bus, crossing his legs, almost touching the elder standing next to, and he's watching the gadget and all that. And I was sitting back. If I was next to him, I would have taught him some respect. Yeah, technically you should have got up and given the seat to that elder, but at least you could show that respect, that there is that too elder woman was standing there, right? And we are living in a country where we are known for cultural behavior. Our culture taught us a lot of respect, but it's so disheartening that that culture is changing. The Whatever the values that we have extracted from that culture is vanishing, right? And we don't respect. And somebody walks in our home, we show that hospitality, hello auntie, hello uncle, this and that, and the kids will straight away walking, checking the gadget, and something like that, as if they are they are the ones who's running the world and all that. It's not only about children, but it's about the parents, because what we practice is what the children learn, what the children observe. Why? Because they are with us all the time. And it's something like, look at your friend and you will get to know who you are, something like that. Look at the parents and you will know who the child is all about. Correct? So we have a lot of corrections to bring in. So manners really matters. I can go on and on. There are different types of manners. You can go to Google and Google it. Different types of manners that you need to practice. In US, they always teach the kids, say thank you, say sorry, say excuse me, and all those things. We don't practice any of those. We just barge in anywhere. And in Japan, you see the train comes, they all wait in a queue, they all come out, and then the new people, I mean the people who have to get in the train, they will wait. But such things you can't change. You can't go around and educate. But bare minimal, each one of us, if we are able to bring that correction in our own lives and in the lives of our own children, we can be role models. We can be examples, and the world will change. Let the change start from you and from your home and from your family and from your child, and you will be the light to the world. You will illuminate, right? And people looking at you, they will see a difference. 100 people traveling in a bus or 50 people traveling in a bus, you can be that role model where the remaining 49 will admire, right? Not only admire, you will be inspiring them. All right, that's good enough. So today, two things we spoke: mannerism. One aspect is being very careful about what we do. We don't want to impact anyone. We don't want to endanger other people's life. The second thing is endangering our own life. Second thing is respect. Mannerism. For example, table manners. We finish eating and we take the plate and we walk away. No, we wait for other five people. Table manners. Like that, manners can be applied anywhere and everywhere. Anything and everything. Yes. That's how you become a wonderful human being. And you are a role model. Most importantly, you are a role model in your conduct and in your in your behavior and all that. And that's how we can build a better India, a better society. All right, thank you very much for listening, and share this video with whomever you know. God bless you. Take care. Namaste.